Hello Friendzies, welcome back to my channel. It has been a bit since I filmed at this angle, so if the angle is really atrocious, I'm so sorry. Anyway, today we're here with my little CD cases. Unfortunately, these are both from Amazon. I'm not gonna link you them, only because we don't want to support Amazon. If I can find them in like their, you know how, because it's like at the third-party sellers, if I can find them the third-party sellers, I will link them. But if not, I'm not going to link these because these were bought pre-Amazon boycott, or like when I knew about the Amazon boycott, but like I'm not going to promote that right now. Anyway, I have my CD cases out because I missed last week's video, and I'm not that upset about it, but I still don't like missing them because I feel like I'm missing you guys. And I need to reorganize these because they're getting full. And they're getting crazy. I might have to shut my window because there's noise happening, but they're getting a little full and crazy, so I figured we would resort my CDs while we chit-chat. Let's do it. So if you noticed, I had the little pen and a notepad here because I have I can't like anything normal about. I have a list of all the Stray Kids albums that exist because I am obsessive about things I enjoy. So we're going to organize the ones that I do have and make room for the ones that I don't have. The only reason I'm really reorganizing is because this originally was just going to be for Stray Kids and like other CDs that I had, because I had other CDs casually. Now it's a little different. So let's go through and sort these while I chit chat with you guys. So yeah, I missed last week's video just because I've been busy lately, which feels kind of nutty to say because I work significantly less hours, broken record here. If you haven't been here before, if this is your first video from me, I repeat the same shit over and over again, constantly. Just so everybody, is aware and is in the know about different things that are happening. But yeah, I work significantly less hours now, so you wouldn't think, okay, that I am as busy as I am lately, but I'm so busy lately, it's kind of nutty. This summer has been interesting. I went to Stray Kids right at the beginning of the summer in June. New York day 1 and 2. And that was like, I had been looking forward to that like since November, December, when tickets went on sale. And my best friend and I were able to get tickets. And then my best friend bought us tickets today too. I've been looking forward to that so much. So it feels like the summer kind of took like forever to come. And then it happened. And then the rest of the summer like punched me in the face. Because a lot of things happened this summer. We need to leave a space for Miro because I don't have the limited version, but I'm not going to make a note of that because I just know that. I need to make a note for other things. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. Summer just like happened to me as soon as I got back from the concert. My family cat passed away, which was like a lot to deal with. My brother's girlfriend's moving in, which is like so exciting. I love her so much. She's an absolute doll. So we've been like kind of getting ready for that all summer. I've picked up so many hours this summer. Just the other day, honestly, that I'm filming this video, I went and babysat my like best friend's kids for the day so she could get some stuff done. Levanter needs 3, so we need to go live right here. All right, first little note we need to make. Now, I'm not sure, because I thought I did this research before, and then I think I was wrong. But I'm writing down all of the Skiz releases, and if I find out later that, like, some of these were digital releases, then that's fine. So I need a space for the third Levanter CD, and then Skiz 2020, and then we need top. There you go. That's our next one. Cross those off my list because I'm already making myself confused. Anyway, one of my other best friends and I have started watching, well, re-watching for him, but watching for the first time, that BBC show Merlin. Who remembers from Tumblr days? Merlin wasn't wasn't really, because it was Super Hulock was the big Tumblr thing. But Merlin is like also part of that. And the thing is, I've never seen like full seasons of Doctor Who except for Matt Smith, right? That's his name. Except for 11. I watched all of his like, what, 2 or 3 seasons? Does he have 2, 3, 4? How many seasons does he have? I watched all of them. But I don't like have cable and I don't have streaming services because they cost too much. Yeah, we started watching Merlin, and I fuck with Merlin so heavy. I've talked about physical media before, but like especially talking about, oh, you can see my list on the side. That wasn't intentional, but you can see what I'm marking down. How about that? Speaking of like physical media, as I'm actively sorting CDs, it's very cool to get like back into physical media and be watching like old shows like Merlin, because now you can call them an old show because it was the 2010s and people, and by people I mean teenagers, are romanticizing being teens in like the 2014, 2015 era, which is insane to me because I lived that era. Okay, and I wanted space for note, easy. Then we need scars. Sorry, the back and forth between CDs and me talking about stuff I know is nutty, but like, isn't this what you do when you hang out with your friends? You jump from like 30 different topics and just hang out and have fun. Anyway, that's why I like the chatting videos, because I can just say a bunch of shit and pretend not to have a point. You guys know I never have a point, but that's not what we're talking about. Anyway, this one, I'm not sure if it's digital release only, but you know what? If we find that out, it's easy to fix as opposed to messing up an earlier Japanese album, in my opinion. So, but yeah, we were watching Merlin. We got halfway through season 1. We are meeting up this coming week. This video will go up, you know, on Wednesday as it does. Space for ordinary, and then we need circus. We're going to be meeting up and watching the rest of season 1, possibly starting season 2. Hopefully he doesn't see this before we meet up so that he doesn't know that I got season 2, and I'm going to try to watch at least a couple episodes with him as like a special surprise, because he's already watched the show and she loves it. She's obsessed. It's one of her favorite shows ever, and she hasn't seen it in so long. So it's the first time, like, she's rewatching it, and it's the first time I'm watching it, and I fucking love Merlin. I kind of had a feeling I was gonna like Merlin anyway, just, like, the way she describes it and everything, but I fucking love Merlin. It's exactly the kind of stuff that, like, I'm into. I'm into kind of just, like, wacky, tacky, not necessarily 2010s media, but, like, just whatever is going on with Merlin and, like, Doctor Who, that kind of stuff. I am really into it. My friend that I'm watching Merlin with and my other friend both are really into Star Trek, and I feel like I need to get into Star Trek because the way they describe shit and how wacky tacky it is, that sounds like exactly my kind of thing. Sounds like my exact cup of tea. I am talking about physical media, sorting CDs, because physical media is just so important to have. I've said this in a video before. The internet's probably not going to be forever, as much as I would like it to be. I love the internet. I love the digital world. Not AI. Not AI. Fuck AI. But I do love, like, technology and the internet and things like that. But I do also love physical media. There's such a charm to having a CD collection, like having a CD case. There is a CD case that I really want, but again, originally on Amazon, but I would like to try to find either the third-party seller or just like somewhere else I can get it, because it holds like 400 CDs, and I'm getting to that point. One, collecting K-pop albums because, like, yeah, no, duh. But, like, I had a CD collection when I was younger, and it was, I mean, it was mostly Hannah Montana and the Jonas Brothers, and Jesse McCartney. Don't even get me started. I had all of the Jesse McCartney CDs, and I had both of the Princess Diaries CDs, because one, I was obsessed with Princess Diaries for so long. Who wasn't? That, you know, has a brain. But also, Jesse McCartney, was he on both albums or just one? I think he was just on one, but I had all of it. And I had a Hello Kitty, like, boombox shaped CD player, and she was the shit. I was obsessed with her. She was everything to me. So, collecting CDs again is just, like, very nostalgic. And, like, nice nostalgia, not the horrible nostalgia that lies to you, because nostalgia does lie to you. Don't trust nostalgia. But trust physical media, and make sure you have physical media. Speaking of physical media, can I show you guys something? I'm going to put a number on the screen. You want to know what that number is? That's how much money I've saved by working at a library now and checking stuff out and reading it to see if I actually like it before actually buying the book and then just letting it sit and die on my bookshelf. Isn't that insane? That's so exciting. It's only like 2 months worth of rent, but it's still, actually, no, it's just under, no, it's not. It's not even, it's a little over a month of rent. That's sad. Anyway, wasn't trying to make myself sad, was just trying to have a good time. But I think that's like really cool. And then today, when I was looking at that, I looked it up today before, because I knew I was going to film today. I looked that number up before. Also, side note, getting your best friend into K-pop and getting your best friend specifically into the K-pop group that you like is a blessing, because you actually have somebody to, like, talk to about it and have silly, goofy times. But it's also a fucking curse, because then you enable each other to spend money when you shouldn't. Okay. Just putting that out there. But yeah, physical media. I was looking up earlier today when I was at the library doing my job, and looking at my library savings, which is that super big number, I have found that my library system has all of H2O, all 3 seasons of H2O. They have all of the seasons of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, which I just put my gross fingerprints all over that. All of the seasons of Sabrina the Teenage Witch, all of the seasons of Merlin. Granted, the CDs might not be in, like, the best shape, but they have all the seasons of Merlin, and they do have Mako Mermaids Season 1, Volume 1, and Volume 2. So, very exciting. Taking you to the back here, because I want to put... If you don't know, Stray Kids is my alt group. But Red Velvet is also my alt girl group. Then Twice follows close behind, but then Chu is my alt soloist, and I have 3 of Chu's CDs here. So I'm just trying to think, because then I have some other albums that are just like onesie twosies. I think a lot of it is like age too, that I'm just getting back into, like, physical media and older video games. Like, I know I've made a video talking about how much I love Professor Layton in the Unwound Future, specifically that game, only because it's the only Professor Layton game I've played. But god, what a Professor Layton game to play. And wasn't there, like, talk, or did I just dream it up? One of the Nintendo Directs. Wasn't there talk about, like, a Professor Layton game coming to Switch? Whether it was going to be, like, a remastered one or, like, a new one? Because that's all I would want, is a Professor Layton game to come out to Switch and to be available for the original Switch and not the Switch 2, because I don't know how I feel about all that. I'm not going to make a video about that. Everybody that's smart about video games has already talked about that enough. But I don't know how I feel about all that. I will get FOMO if Switch 2 does get an Animal Crossing game, but the way things are going right now, who only knows? Oh, you know the other thing I wanted to talk about in this chit-chat video, since we're just chit-chatting and catching up, because I missed last week. I missed posting a video last week. Did I already say? Sorry about that, but also, like, I don't really care, because I've had so much to do. And it's actually, like, really nice and fulfilling to, like, be busy and be able to be busy. Does that make sense? It's the idea of being able to be busy is like kind of novelty to me, but at the same time so cool. Because that's just it. In my old job, I was so miserable all the time, like physically and mentally, that I didn't want to do anything on my days off. I just wanted to like bed rot, which there's nothing wrong with that. But when that's the only thing you do all of the time, that's not great for you. And I've been watching, I mean, I always watch Luxie Games. I always watch her streams, but I feel like I've been watching her a lot more lately. Let's just like quickly flip through my Stray Kids albums. And I know like the ones that I didn't label, I know what they are. They're numbered here. But yeah, this is the Skiz collection right now. And I am that annoying and obsessive that I want the full thing. I did see, hopefully it's still available when I get paid, the third version of Ordinary, whatever the black case version was called. Somebody's selling that for $10 with no photo cards, but that's fine because I don't need the photo cards, and I will get the ones that I do need later. But yeah, I've been watching her a lot lately, and you know what she's been doing lately? She really like got her planners together and like started planning out schedules, and I'm getting like really excited and thinking that I'm going to be using my planner. I have not really touched my planner, I'm not gonna lie to you, in like a month. I had stuff written ahead of time and then like haven't looked at it in a month. So I need to get better on it, but it's making me excited to like go through my planner and possibly like get back to doing 2 videos a week. And I say that now and then watch it not happen, but the possibility is there. I have some room in here for more Skiz and Red Velvet because again, Red Velvet is my other alt group. And like for Skiz, I did it for Karma here. If you know the colors, this is Chan's digipack, this is Seungmin's, and then I left room in the No Easy section for Chan's and Seungmin's jewel cases, digipacks. They're the same thing. They just give you different names to convince you to spend more money. Anyway, because No Easy is my favorite album, so I want the digipacks, but I don't really do the member digipacks for Skiz just because they always do an outfit that's like a fun outfit, because it's always, you know, the album card and then like a pob. But they always do that, and I also don't care for the packaging for like these albums. I honestly don't even care for the packaging for Karma, but I was influenced by my friend because she's a menace. But yeah, I want to collect them for No Easy because my point in saying that is Red Velvet is my alt group. They are on the same level of Stray Kids, just, you know, got a boy group, got a girl group, and my bias is Yeri, and I fully plan on collecting all of Red Velvet's albums and all of Yeri's like little digipack things. I know for Chill Kill there's like 3, and for Birthday I think it's 2, and one of them's the cake and one of them's just like the flat fucking CD case. I'm collecting them, I don't care. And then I just happen to have gotten Mina's Fancy CD, and there's not really any room for Twice, but again, I want to try to find that CD case that fits like 400 CDs from someone that's on Amazon. Anyway, let's get to, I have a second CD case. This is my other CD case. It's just this little purple one, and in here we have 5 Sauce. Oh goodness, 5 Sauce. And I think I stopped at, oh I didn't. I stopped at Youngblood. Okay. I think there was like one more. How many other albums do they have after Youngblood? Do I only need 2 spaces? I think I only need 2 spaces. When I originally heard whatever came out after Youngblood, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. But when did we go to see Stray Kids? 2023 Stray Kids. When did we go to see 5 Sauce? Was it 2023? A lot of things happened in 2023. Anyway, so I think I only need 2 spaces. But yeah, when we went to see Stray Kids, I think in 2023, me and 2 of my besties and another person, I heard like Best Friends, I heard 2011 live, and I was like, oh shit, this shit hits. It hits live. So I think I only need 2 spaces for those, but I will get them because I do enjoy the music now that I've like sat with it for a while. But I think being into K-pop has taught me that you don't need to like something on the first go. Give it a minute. Let it marinate. You'll probably end up liking it. I don't know how... We'll start our K-pop stuff here in this one. Ideally, this CD case in the future will stay like Western artists. As you see, I have the ABBA Gold Collections, Marina and the Diamonds. I have Chapel Roan CD. I have Sabrina's Short and Sweet. But ideally, this one will stay kind of like Western artists, just because like it's music that I do listen to and do enjoy, but I don't reach for it as often. And then the big... This one and or if I can find that larger CD case, it'll be for that. Also, the Cupid from 50/50 was also... I bought this. I think I bought it like for my birthday. Shortly after it came out. Like I think I was shopping at Barnes & Noble for my birthday and saw this and grabbed it and loved it. And then like 2 weeks later, all of that shit happened with them. So Stan a Bloom. That's all I'm gonna say. Stan a Bloom. Don't fuck with 50/50 anymore, but I do previously own this. Black Swan, When Will You Come Back from the War? The war being Nugu hell. They're not Nugu. They're just fucking... People don't like them because people are racist. That's literally what it is. You got 2 black girls and you have a dark-skinned Indian girl. That's what the problem is. To the world. That's not an actual problem, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, I think Big Ocean, because you wouldn't think that Twice isn't my alt girl group. Red Velvet is, but then Twice is like immediately behind them. I think Big Ocean is immediately behind Stray Kids, but I also think that B1A4 is tied with Big Ocean. I have the same feelings about Big Ocean and B1A4, so I don't know. I'm gonna leave a space for IVE because they're having a new comeback and that's like super exciting. I saw the Loved IVE version, however they say it. I saw like the preview, the sneak peek for that today, and it was beautiful and I can't wait. I do have 2 LE SSERAFIM CDs. I bought these from somebody that had LE SSERAFIM albums pre-Hive boycott that were then reselling albums, so that was good. And isn't like, this is, I feel like it was better for me to buy from the resell because now these don't count for streams and like I can listen to the music. And then we have ITZY. I'm gonna leave a space for ITZY because I do want to grab Kill My Doubt when I can. I really like that album. I have Gold. I still need Girls Will Be Girls. Okay. I think we're good. I don't know what looks better here for like an ending scene. Should we open one of them up and like display the CDs? Hold on, let me do that. That might be better. That way you can get the thumbnail and the like closer scene together. There we go. We'll do slightly different than the thumbnail. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to like sit and chit chat, and this needed to be done anyway. Not actually, it didn't need to be done, but like, you know how sometimes a little task like this is like, your brain's like, if I don't do this, I can't do anything else. I can't do anything actually productive. This was something I just really wanted to get done because I've been thinking about it lately, especially because at my work, we have a little speaker where we can listen to music fairly quietly, but still we can listen to music at the desk, especially when it's like a very quiet night. And I lug this thing back and forth every day. So I figured if I could put some stuff in here and take this instead of the big one, that would be nice. But yeah, I just wanted to sit and chat, go through my CDs for the millionth time. This is not the first time I've done it. This will not be the last. Hold on. I just realized something I didn't do. Much better. Now we're a little more organized. But thank you guys so much for watching. Oop, here's another new page that fills out all four. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you had me on as like a body double kind of thing. I should have said that in the beginning. But if you had me on, you know, in the background, so you could also like maybe sort through your CDs or, you know, do something else, let me know in the comments, because I do love doing a body double stream. Video. Saying stream because I'm having thoughts about streaming. Would anybody do that? Would anybody want me to stream on Twitch and do like a body double stream? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!